at night or broad daylight, she's bringing the truth into the fight. Shining a light where the shadows creep, for the lost, the stolen, the ones who will weep. She won't turn away, she won't back down, even when the loony clowns come round. Threats don't shake her, lies don't win. She stands for justice right till the end. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Some chase views, but she fights for those with nothing to lose. For the kids who vanish without a trace, she won't stop till she cracks the case. They try to silence, they try to scare, but truth don't break and she's still there, calling out monsters, showing their game. Justice comes when you speak their name. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kid true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Need a voice, kids stand strong. She makes the choice for victims gone, for those in need. She's fighting hard, she won't concede. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids through crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the
Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Hold on. Testing 1. I'm such a dork. I really hate listening to my voice. I really do, people. I don't know what to do with myself. Good morning. Good morning to ya, J13. I know it's early, people. I know it's early. Have you ever had where you wake up just like out of the blue, but you can't go back to sleep? That's what I'm dealing with right now, because my daughter came to me in my dream and now I cannot go back to sleep. Okay. So I thought, and I seen it last night before I went to bed, Lauren's daddy and her bro and her stepmama are involved in a RICO, kind of. But there's something colorful about the guy bringing the RICO, and he's got a pretty past himself. And Lauren, silly Lauren, she tried to give an attorney a cease and desist. Obviously, she did not do research on this lawyer. She's so silly. So that's why I'm up early. Okay? I know, it's early there. Yeah, so there's that. I'll probably yawn, but you know, you know. Oh my God, let me tell you what happened. Don't laugh. Well, you can laugh if you want. Me and Nala went out on a rock, right? We went to the woods. So when no one's around, I let Nala off the leash because she's very, very good on the leash. And she'll stop like 100 times. But if I'm like walking, I get to do my speed walking, she'll run and catch up to me. Okay. So I don't have to sit there and stop every 10 steps, which is, 20 her steps. Anyway, she likes to roll around. Oh, I think I told you she likes to roll around. Guess what? She ended up in some dog shit. I couldn't frickin' believe it. I was so grossed out. We only got to do a mile walk, and it made me mad. Not at her, because somebody didn't clean up their dog shit. And poor Nala, she was in her harness, right? Because, we take a little break and I let her run in the field, right? We come out of the woods and she likes to, roll around like little dogs do, like little weirdos. And I thought it was leaves on her, so I went to brush the leaves off her, and it wasn't leaves, you guys. It wasn't leaves. You know what it was. Ugh. And it was the most disgusting thing ever. And Pomeranians, they don't like to stink. They do not like to stink. Okay. Um, so we had to go home. We had to go home. And the drive, thank God the drive's only like 5 minutes away. But thank God I had clothes in my trunk that I'm giving away to like Salvation Army. And thank God I had clothes back there because I had her sit on that. And I threw away her harness because I'm not even going to mess with it and bought a new one. Gross. Gross. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my coffee. All right, here we go. First. Okay, I thought we'd start with this first. Oh God, here we go. I'm going to show you this news clip, not the whole thing though. You guys remember the girl from the Slender Man? The disgusting thing that she did. She's a little demon girl. Well, I watched things to get out of the mental health place. She's a little actress, and I always thought that. I thought, I don't trust that girl. Look what she did. She's a little demon child, right? You're not going to believe this, you guys. So against psychiatrists, right, and the DA and all that, they said, do not let her out. And look what she did. She got loose. That judge should be fired.
About a developing, pressing story as a search is underway in Wisconsin for a woman from the Slender Man stabbings that happened more than a decade ago, as police in Madison, Wisconsin say they are looking for Morgan Geyser. As you can see this post from our Fox 16, Sam Kramer say the Madison Police Department says Morgan Geyser, who was involved in the Slenderman stabbing case back in 2014, 2017, cut off her GPS tracking bracelet and is now missing. And of course, officers are searching for a woman there after the Department of Corrections monitoring bracelet left a group home on Saturday night. So they are saying she was last seen around 8 p.m. with an adult acquaintance. Her whereabouts are unknown as of Sunday morning. And this story obviously gripped the nation back in 2014 as Geyser and her friend Anissa Wire were both 12 at the time of the crime, lured a classmate to a park in Waukesha, Wisconsin in 2014, where they stabbed her 19 times to impress Slenderman, a boogeyman for the internet age. At age 15, Geyser pleaded guilty to a charge of attempted murder in a deal with prosecutors to be placed in a mental institution instead of serving jail time. So a lot to get into.
Ain't that disgusting, people? And I want to say something else would happen. I might not be 100%. That girl during her I think it was her, that girl Morgan during her let me go to StreamYard. During her whatchamacallit to get out of the hospital or yeah, to get released, whatever, which I think was a joke. The judge coddled her, the hearings. Guess what happened when she was in, I want to say prison, but she's in the mental health ward hospital. She became trans. Yes, she became trans. She sure did. She cut all her hair off, and she said she wanted to be, I can't remember the name she said she was supposed to be. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, okay, people, I'm going to show you something else that's very disturbing to me. Are you ready? I'm sorry. I know we need to get to what we're going to get to, but this has been bothering me. I can't take my eyes away. Okay, let's go look. Oh my God, you guys are going to think, what does she watch? Hey, this stuff comes across my feed, and I don't know why. Now I'm really disturbed because this isn't normal. What is wrong with these people? This is mental illness, okay? Hold on. Hopefully he comes up. Hold on a minute. Oh my God. I don't even know the name. Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. Maybe I don't. Okay, yeah, I found it. Guys, it's been bothering me, and I don't want you guys to think I'm crazy. Okay, please don't think I'm crazy. This is okay. Before I knew True Trans Self, right? It came up on my screen that this person was in need of something, and something was going on in his town, right? It all started with this video. Hold on, you guys. This is disturbing. I'm not kidding, you guys. Look at. Come on now. Come on. Is this normal? Is this normal? There is kids on the internet. This is not okay. This is not okay. You guys, this is not okay. Okay. It's been bothering me. So, I don't want my grandkids to see this shit. So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching this in awe. Okay, it started with he doesn't go live, but he does a video like 3-4 times a day. And it all started because this popped up saying she was cold, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. He was cold and dying. I'm like, oh man, okay. So what I've noticed about, I'll say the name of the channel instead because I don't want to get in trouble. True Trans Self, 1996. This is a transgender male to female. Became trans how many years ago? I don't know. Okay. Now what this person does says it's an activist, she got a Jeep, everything in his home. You'll see teddy bears everywhere. In the Jeep, you will see a duck that rides in the front seat. Okay. Now, let me show you guys something. And what I've noticed, this is new. This is new for attention. Saying that he has ADBL. Do you know what that is? I'm going to tell you what it is. I didn't know until I'm traumatized from seeing that picture, and I'm like, what is going on here? It's called, I looked it up, adult diaper baby lover. So, this is new. This person wears diapers, okay, sucks on a pacifier, pees in the diaper, drinks out of a bottle. I'm not kidding. How is this even right? How can this be online? No, look at this. They're all proud of it. Oh my god. Let me show you something. Showing her nightgowns. It's something new. I think it's all for attention. Oh my god. Here, let me find it. I was so disturbed. This ain't it. Is this it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so this is new. This started a few days ago. Okay. Um so she's trying to get in with this new group, the diaper lover group. Oh my gosh. It's so sick. I don't even know what to do or say. I don't know. This is not okay. I don't care. This ain't okay. So this trans person, trans true self, they start out their videos sucking on a pacifier, and then she's doing diaper test. She's being in a diaper for 24 hours to see how much it can hold. I'm sorry, I'm traumatized, and it's something you just can't look away from. Especially when they keep popping up. They keep popping up. Why? Why is YouTube showing me this shit? Probably because I watched it, right? I don't know. Oh, there. There's her teddy bear. She's got a bed. It's a canopy bed. You know, like if you have a child, like a little girl, and you got them those canopy beds with the sheer like curtain thing on top. That's the bed. That's the bed, you guys. I shit you not. I'm traumatized. Let's find the bed. I'm going to show you the bed. All proud of that bed. Is this it? Oh my god, this person sucks on a pacifier. Okay, hold I know. I can't help it. Can you guys help? Oh my god. This is not normal. Okay, showing her little girl nightgowns. Do you know when okay, enough. See, this is not okay to me. Okay? I get in trouble for the tone I use in my voice or somebody doesn't like what I say, but that kind of crap is okay on here. I don't care. That is not normal. That is a mental illness. I hope my grandchildren, stuff like that don't come up in their feed because yes, they go on YouTube, but I think their mom is pretty safe. Well, I don't know if they're pretty safe because this is what's funny. She does the kid ones, right? So the kids could do shorts and all that. But I came up in their feed, one of my shorts, when I was doing a parody of Bullhorn Betty. hmm They're like, "Oh my god, here's grandma. Look at her. She's swearing. Listen to her swear." Well, yeah. Um, okay, guys, so that's been bothering me. I'm like, am I truly seeing somebody sucking on a pacifier? So, okay, you know when little kids back in the day used to wear cloth diapers? Um, he also wears cloth diapers with the little plastic thing on the bottom with ruffles. I shit you not. You think I'm kidding? I've heard of a fetish type that like to wear diapers. No, that's not okay. That is weird to me. Very strange. But they do have a community. Adult baby diaper lovers. I'm sorry. None of it's normal. And that there is Serious mental illness. All right, let's go. All right, should we start first with the cease and desist from Lauren, Hidden True Crime, or should we go to what her daddy's dealing with and her brother? No. Okay, I'm not interested in it, but I'm like, no way, this cannot be real life. Okay? Okay? And you know when you go to your home screen and things come up, he still comes up. Okay. All right. Okay, which one do you want to do first, J13? Anybody, all 5 of you people, can you please give me a like? Please, please, please. I mean, it'd be nice to get, 10 people in here, 10 likes, because I give good information, people. I put a lot of shit out there. I've heard that stuff a decade. Not me. Not me. Is it normal to suck on a pacifier and drink out of bottles and put it online? Is that normal? Uh-uh. I always like the way I know you do, sweetheart. I know you do. I know you do. All right. Maybe I'm not people's cup of tea, right? But I should be. I'm fun. Hey, I think I'm fun. That's all that matters. I'm a legend in my own mind, and there's that. Okay, now I asked you, J13, do we want to go through? I need to find that. The cease and desist that silly Lauren gave to an attorney, or do we go through the, I quote now, the RICO with her dad and brother, which I found some interesting stuff. Everybody's a scammer, okay? Everybody's a scammer. RICO? Okay, we'll do the RICO first. Because let me tell you, Lauren, I want to see her shut up Turtle Boy, but I think she messed up here trying to shut up this lawyer because it ain't gonna happen because he's a First Amendment lawyer. All right, we're gonna go to this RICO. Oh, let me show the people. Let me show the people. Hold on a minute. I will bring up. Here we go. Give me a minute. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we go. So in the way back, that's the attorney Mark. That's for the cease and desist, his response. Okay, to the left is Max. In the middle is her daddy. And to the right is her bro. Keep in mind, all this here, all these pictures here, okay, I got from the public domain, just so you know. I know I only watched a short period of it. Yeah, and I only watched a little bit of Turtle. I don't have the patience to sit more than an hour on a live. I can't do it. I can't do it. I have a hard time even watching somebody's live when you're a creator. However, like I like to go to like some of my favorite ones and watch, like YouTube streets, like MJ. But I don't stay long. I don't have the patience. All right, let's go to the RICO. If you call it a RICO, I don't know. You people let me know. We're not going to go through the whole thing. It's just too much. Much too much. Is this it? Here he. September 17th. Max Warren Barber. And we're going to get into this dude, okay? Because he's got a colorful past. He's doing pro se. Okay, and this is in Utah. federal. First Amendment complaint for injunction and other relief. Jury trial demanded. Let's see, how many pages is this? Hold on. 20. No, we're not going to do 25. Hell to the no, no, no. Okay, these are the people. These are all the people he's suing. Okay, here's daddy. Here's brother. And here's a stepmama. Right here. And a bunch of other people. Okay. Gravity cat. Okay. But this is here. Those are the names I want to bring up because it's so silly. We're going to look into Max. I already got things pulled up about him. All right. So he's appearing for his First Amendment complaint against defendants as a pro se litigant. Nature of the action. First Amendment complaint. This action seeks legal. This is like, what is it called again? This is standard. This is standard writing here. Okay. The action seeks legal equipment readiness for manufacture or multi-factored scheme of racketeering, antitrust violations, and willful violations of federal bankruptcy law. The scheme was orchestrated by a multi-million criminal enterprise to unlawfully divest plaintiff of more than $3.1 million in equity from his 2 residential properties, okay, in Utah. So he says David and Jameis, let's see, friendly and joined lender, okay, David, and a convicted mortgage fraud conspirator, Jameis, engaged in predatory lending, mail and wire fraud, bankruptcy fraud, and abuse of process of cohesive and continuing criminal organization. The scheme accumulated in a foreclosure sale conducted in knowingly and willful violation. So the scheme, he said, is March 2022. And then he names, is that the same guy? Yeah, Kutsin. Entities, gravity entities, business purpose. This was done deceit, receiving pre-close and written notice that properties included plaintiff's primary residence. And he talks about the truth in lending, directly violated express terms of Knutsen's 1999 Federal Trade Commission. As part of the fraudulent scheme, defendants recorded liens of $1.2 million against each of the properties, creating a grossly inflated and fraudulent encumbrance of $2.4 million. Initial loss or initial loan of $332,000. Okay, there. What did he say? Breach of binding court stipulation in plaintiff's first bankruptcy proceeding by refusing to correct the fraudulent liens. This breach directly foreseeable, causing the failure of a pending $3.3 million in sales. See, it keeps going up, people. Following the second bankruptcy, okay, by MSB Trust, case number blah, 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 on January 8, 2025. Oh, I was going to bring that up too, and I forgot. Which invoked a new automatic stay. Defendants proceeded with the foreclosure sale July 22nd, 2025, despite receiving the actual notice to the stay. The sale was void as a matter of law. At the void sale, defendants engaged in a conspiracy to restrain trade by rigging bids. Per se violation. In furtherance of the conspiracy, defendants transmitted fraudulent interstate communication containing a false sale. Okay, look at these footnotes here. See example H, page ID 69. prohibiting Hudson from directing a consumer to falsely state the purpose of extension of credit, action taken in the violation of state, or okay. Okay. To date is known, potential bidder is a limited complexion or competition. Following the void sale, defendants engage in a campaign of intimidation and unlawful self-help, including forcible entities, trespass, and threats directed at plaintiff and his family, which includes a special needs child whose essential in-home therapies were disrupted. Defendants further based the Utah courts system by initiating a fraudulent eviction action based on a void foreclosure, intentionally concealing the bankruptcy from the state court to wrongfully obtain a default judgment. Jurisdiction and venue. Okay, they're talking about the racketeer, the RICO bankruptcy, Sherman Act, truth in lending, fair debt collection practices. The court has personal jurisdiction over the defendants who reside in Utah or entities conducting business in Utah. Venue is proper in the District of Utah. The conduct alleged, okay. Enterprise and its members utilize instrumentals of interstate commerce, including interstate wire communications, the U.S. mail, and the internet banking system. I don't know what this is. The Rooker-Feldman doctrine? What is that? State court post-petition orders. Okay. Hold on, you guys. I gotta take a drink. All right. The parties. Max Warren Barber, Utah. David Knudson, Utah. Okay, he names Gravity. Sorry, I'm yawning now. Then you got Jameis. And then you got Adrian, his son. And then you got Jared. And then you got defendant 1028S19E LLC. Okay. And then you got Pace. And then you got CR True LLC. Then you got Karen, Stacy, which is a stepmommy. Then you got Stephanie, you got Tatum, you got Danston, you got David. Look at all these people. Jeremy. Then you got Does 1 through 10. Factual allegations. Okay. The association of all the defendants constitute of association, in fact, enterprise. Okay. So then he talks about case law. The enterprise functions as a continuing unit. Okay. And it talks about unlawfully requiring equity and distressed property owners through systematic predatory lending scheme. The scheme follows a specific pattern. Equity trapping. The enterprise make loans secured by high equity properties and then records grossly artificial inflated liens. 2.4 million on the 332,000. God, isn't that crazy? Oh my God. To make it impossible for the owner to refinance through traditional lenders. forced default. The enterprise then engineers the artificial default by making sudden, extortionate demands for balloon payments and refusing lender tendered payments. In instances when the property owner, gravity borrower, that's weird how to pronounce, seeks bankruptcy protection, the enterprise legal representatives utilize fraudulent liens to falsely assert to the court that no equity exists for reorganization. This action aims to fit the automatic stay to facilitate foreclosure. Oh my God, this is so boring. And they talks about Chapter 7 trust sale of the property. Then it talks about the enterprise maintains a distant division of labor. Then it talks about David Knudsen and the gravity entities, about fraudulent loans, operation manager, which is Jameis, Dispard York attorney. And then it talks the legal arm, which is Pace, this is all alleged, Pace, Daston, David, and Jeremy. They facilitate the scheme, allegedly, by providing legal support, forming shell entities used to launder proceeds, and abusing the judicial process. Then you got Karen and Stacy and Stephanie and others. How can you say other individual defendants? Don't you got to name them? Just saying. I'm just saying. Act at the direction of the leadership to execute tasks such as acting as straw buyers. Okay, he says Adrian Johnson, which is Lauren's brother, and carrying out illegal self-help evictions. Aiding and abetting and function of multiple shell entities compromising the organization. Exhibits open-ended, continuously posing as a clear threat of continued criminal activity as a scheme of the defendant's regular way of conducting business. I don't know if her dad would do this, right? Because he's on parole right now, I think. I could be wrong. So then it talks about Knudsen's history, and then Johnson's history. We already know his history. If you don't know his history, I did a live on him already and his history. And then it talks about the enterprise pattern of conduct is not isolated to plaintiff, but extends nationwide. To California, Florida, and Texas. Fraudulent loan and TILA violations, March 22nd, 2022. Okay, and they talk about the loan to the plaintiff. Oops, where am I? With principal amount of $332,000, and they say, let's see. The loan was consumed transaction subject to TILA as plaintiff used the funds for personal, family, household purposes, including renovating his primary residence. Defendant had actual, direct, and written knowledge of the loan before closing on March 21st, 2022. He informed the defendants by email my residential homeowner policy and where he lived. Despite the knowledge, defendants knowingly mischaracterized transaction as a business purpose loan to evade TILA's disclosure requirements. They directed plaintiff to sign documents falsely stating the proceeds were solely and exclusively for business and commercial purposes. The conduct was directly violated the FTC injunction against Knudsen. On the 23rd of 2022, March, sorry. Further the scheme, defendants fraudulently recorded a lien of $1.2 million against each of plaintiff's property for a total of $2.4 million. Plaintiff first discovered the grossly inflated lien in early 2025. The discovery was made by a prospective buyer for the properties that informed that the title company on the liens recorded by Gravity defendants. Until this disclosure from the independent third party, defendants' fraudulent concealment of the loan's true terms of the refusal to provide actual plaintiff from discovering the injury. What is going on here? Defendants' own sworn statements confirm that fraudulent nature of these loans in the MSB trust bankruptcy. And then it talks about the case number. Filed a proof of claim under penalty of perjury asserting a debt of only $161,500 against each property, reconciling the amount of $1.5 million in liens. Gravity entities concealed the TILA violations and committed subsequent independent violations. Plaintiffs exercised due diligence by repeatedly requesting an accounting. Plaintiff diligence included repeated inquiries, but the fraud was concealed until 2025 discovery. Plaintiff asked more than 4 times for a statement payoff, including written request in May and June of 2025. Defendant refused to provide this information, constituted fraudulent concealment, which prevented the plaintiff from discovering a full scope of the violations, total of the statute limitations for the originated violations. Defendant failed to provide accurate payoff statements within 7 business days as required. And then it talks about the personal bankruptcy and breach of the court. And here's the case number if anybody wants to look it up. On June 11, 2025, the parties entered into a binding stipulation approved by and made by the bankruptcy court. Okay, a material term of the June 11th order required the Gravity entities to remove from the county record the fraudulent $1.2 million on the lien on each parcel to the correct amount of consideration and provide plaintiff with the detailed accounting. The relief from stay granted to Gravity was expressed conditional upon the performance. The hearing transcript confirms this condition preceded. Judge Anderson stated, I'm going to put the order granting the realm relief and pursuant to the terms and conditions of the stipulation. Defendants materially breached on June 11th order by failing to provide clear accounting and remove fraudulent liens, not to show $1.2 million lien on each parcel. Plaintiff sent a formal notice of default on June 13, 2025. County records confirmed the liens remained uncorrected. The breach was deliberate act of sabotage, consent with the enterprise. The breach directly the failure of 3.3 million sale contracts as a clear title could not be delivered. Okay, hold on, you guys. I got to take a break. Whew. That's a lot of reading. Hey, my Aussie friend. No, Jameis is still alive. His son died that has the same name. This is her dad. This is her daddy. How are you? I know, I gotta go get more coffee. Give me a minute. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. That's a lot of reading. Living on the edge. You're not going back to sleep this morning. I wish I had an espresso. I just have a cheap little coffee pot. You know what I really like? Campfire mocha. That is my favorite, ultimate favorite. Are you going to go back to sleep? Are you going to be able to? Oh my God, my stomach. Is that what? I don't like Starbucks. I like Caribou. But a lot of people like Starbucks. Nice. Misty. Hey sis, how you doing? I started early. And the reason why is because I woke up. And I can't go back to sleep. Yes, I'm yawning, but I still can't go back to sleep. It's one of those type of things. Tabitha came to me in her dream. In my dream, I mean. I figured you were on your way to work. Okay. Have to try it. I'll have to go there and try it. Okay, let me try to get back to this boring stuff because it is boring. I'm not going to lie. Willfully violation of the automatic stay. As a direct foreseeable result, Gravity defendants breach of the June 11th order. The MSB Trust was forced to file a petition of Chapter 11 bankruptcy relief. And then he talks about the case number on July 8th, 2025, triggering a new automatic stay. And he talks about case law. Defendants sophisticated and frequent participants in bankruptcy litigation received an actual notice of the bankruptcy filing of the new stay on July 9, 2025. The notice provided them with explicit knowledge of the stay of legal effect. July 22nd, 2025, with full knowledge of the stay, defendants willfully proceeded with the foreclosure sale. Defendants present at an auction, including Jameis and Adrian Johnson, were personally informed of active automatic stay before the sale commenced. Despite the direct contemporaneous notice, they and the defendant Anderson knowingly chose to proceed. This action was void without legal effect. The Sherman Act conspiracy, bid rigging at the void sale. Competitive bidding market for the distressed residential real estate sold at a public trustee auction at Salt Lake City, Utah. Defendants, Knudsen, Johnson Group, are horizontal competitors in the market. Interesting. In advance, the July 22nd sale, these defendants entered into conspiracy to suppress competition. They agreed to eliminate bidding against each other, utilize Adrian as a single designated straw buyer, and suppress the final bid price to acquire the properties far below market value. This constituted horizontal? What is, I don't know how to say that, you guys. You know how I am. I can't pronounce shit. Bid rigging conspiracy. And it's a violation of the Sherman Act. Furtherance of the conspiracy, Knudsen caused an interstate text message to be sent to Larry, a known potential bidder, containing the material false information of the date of the sale of August 15th, not July 22nd, 2025. The purpose and direct effect of the conspiracy was to eliminate competition. Adrian purchased the properties, value over $3.1 million, for the amount of $650,001. The suppression of the sale price caused plaintiff direct antitrust. What is this? Footnote is C. Henry Skinner, so it's a case law. Loss of surplus equity, post foreclosure wrongful acts, and abuse of the state court system. Wow. July 21st, 2025, Anderson knowingly used the U.S. mail to cause the void trust deed to be recorded, creating a cloud on plaintiff's title. July 23rd, Jameson, Karen, Tatum forcibly broke into plaintiff's family residence. What? Constituting a breach of peace? What? So this guy's saying they broke into his house. Then he says, July 24th, 2025, Johnson and his associates trespassed and illegally rekeyed the doors. Oh, I see. Okay, this is what he says going on here. Because Adrian bought the property. So what they're saying, I'm gathering, is they changed the locks and all that. August 1st, talks about the enterprise initiated a fraudulent eviction. There's the case number. Intentionally omitting any mention of the active bankruptcy case to deceive the court, state court. Okay, defendant Johnson on August 27th executed and electronically filed a declaration in support of default judgment, a sworn statement that knowingly concealed the existence of automatic stay from the court. Relying on these fraudulent omissions, the state court entered a default judgment on September 3rd. The judgment was stayed upon plaintiff's emergency motion. Fraudulent transactions or transfers and alter ego liability. Okay, talks about case law here. Okay, gravity entities are alter egos of defendant Knudsen. There is such a unity of interest and ownership that the separate personalities of the entities in Knudsen no longer exist. The adherence to the fiction of separate existence would sanction a fraud and promote injustice. Then he talks about this LLC company and this one are the alter egos of Jameis and Pace. They were created for improper purpose of concealing the proceeds of racketeering activity. The Boyd trustee deed first recorded title in the name of the straw buyer, which is Adrian, who then immediately transferred the title to LLC August 26, 2025, after the lawsuit was initiated. Okay, and this company, 1028 LLC, executed a further fraudulent transfer of the title to a newly formed LLC, a different company. Upon information and belief, the chain of transfers was, God, this is crazy, if it's true, was conducted without fair consideration and was designed to conceal the launder of proceeds in fraudulent schemes. Cause of actions, breach of contract against Knudsen and Gravity entities. Plaintiff incorporates a reference of all preceding paragraphs. The stipulation June 11th order constitute a valid and enforceable, as well as a binding court order. Defendants materially breached the contract on June 11th by failing to perform the condition precedent, correcting inflated liens, and providing an accounting. As directed, prominent result, defendant's breach of $3.3 million, sale of the property causing plaintiff damages. Okay, against all defendants. Plaintiff incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs. An actual controversy exists between the parties concerning the legal status of the properties. Foreclosure sale on July 22nd, 2025 was conducted while the automatic stay under, and it talks about the case law. Action taken in the violation of automatic stay are void without legal effect under controlling the 10th Circuit law. Plaintiff is entitled to judicial declaration on July 22nd, 2025 sale. The trustee's deed transfers are void as a matter of law. Count 3, willfully violation of the automatic stay, all defendants. Plaintiff incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs. Defendant had actual knowledge of the stay, including personal notice at auction. Actions were therefore willingly required only. What's this? Case law. Intentionally acts of knowledge of the stay. Defendants intentionally committed numerous acts violating the stay, including conducting forcible sale despite notice, recording the void trustee's deed, forcibly entering the properties. God, that's crazy if somebody did that. Force himself into my property like that and change the locks. And prosecuting a fraudulent eviction action and concealed stay. As a result, plaintiffs suffered actual damages, loss of equity, emotional distress, attorney fees. Defendant's conduct was malice, irregularious, warranting punitive damages. Okay, I got to take a break. Oh my God, there's a lot of reading. Hold on, I'm coming. Sorry, I had to drink some coffee. Where are we? Hope you're having a good work day, Misty. Oh, her dad, Jameis, too. But that is a photo of deceased Jameis. No, it's not. That's Adrian. I went directly to his Facebook. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Sorry. Tired. Here you go, my dear. There he is. The boys do look alike, though. They all do. They all look very much alike. Let me show you. Hold on a minute. Let's finish these. Real estate has come its way to launder money. Oh, really? We're going to talk about the plaintiff, though, too. Yeah, he passed away. But here's the family right here. It's amazing. This is old, but it's James's blog from 2010 and 11. There's the boys right there. They look so much alike. I got a question. See, look at how much they all look alike. That's crazy to me. I think this is the one that passed away. The tallest one. Rest in peace. I don't see Lauren in any of these pictures. Oh, I don't do Flickr. I don't even know. I don't know if that's her, but I don't think so. If that is her, which I'm not 100%, why is this? Okay, if this is Lauren, I must say, why is she sitting on her brother's lap like that? Just saying. Is this Lauren? It's hard to tell. There's the boys again. Yeah, that's the one that passed. The taller one. Okay, yeah, that's got to be Lauren. Wow, she looks different. If that's her, holy crap. Oh, where is it? If that's her, look at how pretty she is. Just saying. I can't remember. He'd been in a coma, it sounded like, for a year. He passed away March of this year. But remember, never mind, I'm not going to talk about it. Death of your loved ones tough. That ain't her. You don't think that's her? Who the hell is it then? Listen to me. Who the hell is it then? It doesn't say. Yeah, she talked about it. Wasn't she at Lori Vallow's trial? Because that was important. Could be. I don't know. Well, the lady's pretty. Whoever it is. All right, let's go back. I want to get to that cease and desist because I think that's funny. Let's see. All right. A violation of the RICO. And it names Knudsen, Johnson, all the Johnsons. Everybody. Plaintiffs incorporates by reference all proceedings. and paragraphs, and it talks about the defense, and they constitute an enterprise. Why does the RICO have to be so confusing like that? Okay. Okay. Individual defendants conducted the enterprise affairs through a pattern of racketeering activity. Per-se acts were related by the common purpose and were continuous, establishing the enterprise regular way of conducting business. I don't know if her dad would do this because isn't he out on parole? Or did he just get off of parole? I don't know. Precedent acts pleaded with Exhibit DD, including multiple acts of mail fraud, wire fraud, money laundering. Plaintiff was injured in his business and property by reason of these violations and is entitled to damages under the case law. Conspiracy to violate RICO, all defendants. Plaintiff incorporates a reference of preceding paragraphs. All defendants knowingly conspired and agreed to achieve the common unlawful objective of the enterprise. They precisely coordinated action, demonstrate a meeting of minds to conduct the enterprise affairs through a pattern of racketeering activity. Violation of the Sherman Act, and that's against Knutson, Gravity, Johnson, Jameson, or why do I want to call him Jameson? Jameis, Adrian, and Stacy. Plaintiff incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs. Defendants are horizontal competitors in the market for distressed real estate at foreclosure auctions. Okay. Defendants entered into conspiracy to unreasonably restrain trade by agreeing to rig the bidding process. Oh, that's interesting. Is that what people do? Hold on a minute. Holy crap. She sent to DSC. Yeah, I pulled up the his response. I got the response. We're gonna go through it. God, this is a lot to read. I hate reading. All right. Where are we? Talk about the Sherman Act. The conspiracy had a direct effect of suppressing the sale. Okay. Violation of the Truth in the Lending Act. Oh, that's what that means. TILA, the TILA Act against Knutson and Gravity entities. And it talks about case laws. Plaintiff incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs. The loan was a consumer credit transaction. Defendants knowingly mischaracterized and obeyed the TILA, a violation of origination. Defendants committed separate violations in 2025 by failing to provide accurate payoff statements. The statute of limitations for origination damages equity told due to defendants' active and fraudulent concealment. Plaintiff's diligence included repeated written requests for accounting, but concealment delayed discovery until 2025. So he's talking about from 2022 to 2025 by a title company notification of a buyer. Plaintiff asserts all claim for TILA damages against any debt claimed by the defendants. Plaintiff is entitled to rescind the transaction, recovery statutory damages, actual damages, costs, and attorney costs. Violation of the FDCPA against all defendants. incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs. Defendant's conduct constituted something more than a non-judgmental foreclosure forcible under, they talk about that case law. Their actions include unlawful self-help measures, including a breach of peace, more case law, and prosecuting, a fraudulent lawsuit for Tremble monetary damages constitute affirmative debt collection activity. Defendants violated, and he talks about that case law, by taking non-judicial action, and they talk about the forcible entry, the rekeying of the home, to effect possession, when there was no present right to possession, as a foreclosure sale was void. That's crazy. Wrongful foreclosure against defendants Knudsen, Gravity Entities, and Anderson. Defendants had no lawful right to foreclose because the automatic stay was in effect, and the conditional and the round relief from the prior bankruptcy, the nullified by their own breach. Foreclosing without the legal right to do so constitutes wrongful foreclosure under Utah law. Plaintiff has been damaged due to the wrongful foreclosure. Quiet title, all defendants. Plaintiff holds equitable and superior title to the properties because the foreclosure sale is void. The trustee's deed and all transfers are legal nullities. That's funny how they wrote that. That create a cloud of plaintiff's title. Plaintiff is entitled to the order, quietly titled to the name of MSB Trust. More case law. Ugh. Slander of the title. All defendants purchased a false statement by recording the void trustee's deed. The publication was made with malice. Defendants' actual knowledge of the bankruptcy state demonstrates reckless disregard for the truth. The recording of the void deed directly caused plaintiff pecuniary, you guys, what's that word? Damages, including a loss of $3.3 million sale contract, the cost incurred of a clear title. Civil conspiracy against all defendants. Okay, defendants formed a combination and had a meeting of the minds to unlawfully seize plaintiff's property. They committed numerous unlawful overacts in furtherance of their objective, causing plaintiff damages, abuse of process. And this is against Pace and Jameis, Gardner, and Short. Defendants misuse the state court eviction process. Okay, and they talk about the case number here. For an ulterior purpose, to enforce a void title and intimidate the plaintiff. They committed willful acts not proper in regular proceeding, including filing a sworn declaration that intentionally concealed the bankruptcy stay to deceive the court. Okay. Intentionally infliction of emotional distress against Jameson, Salas, and Jorgensen, and 1028 LLC. Defendants engaged in extreme and outrageous conduct by repeatedly forcibly entering the plaintiff's occupied family residence. Okay, if this is true, this is weird. If that's true. Defendants, okay. Wow. Okay, where am I? This conduct is so outrageous in character and so extreme in degree as it goes beyond all possible bounds of decency and to be regarded utterly intolerable in a civilized community. That's crazy. Defendants acted intentionally or with reckless disregard, knowing the property being a family residence, with plaintiff's vulnerable special needs child. This conduct caused plaintiff and his family severe emotional distress. If this really happened, that's crazy. I wonder if he has video evidence. Interference with economic relations. Okay. Plaintiff had existing contractual relations for $3.3 million. Sale of the properties. Defendants intentionally interfered with these. Who is this? Against all defendants. Okay. Intentionally interfered with these relations by improper means, including breaching a court order and committing numerous precedent acts of a fraudulent and unlawful alleged heroin. The interference called the failure of contracts and resulted in damages. Here's a case law. Okay, this is against Jameis. So it's trespassing. Okay, Georgeson 1028 LLC. And they're talking about how they entered the property. The entry was unauthorized because the void foreclosure sale conferred no legal right of possession. This is crazy. Unjust enrichment? What does that mean? Due to unlawful acts, defendants conferred upon themselves the benefit of title and equity in the plaintiff's property. The defendants to retain this benefit. Who is this? Against all. Okay, this is what he's asking for. Declaratory judgment that the July 22nd, 2022 foreclosure sale, the resulting of the trust deed, be void. A decree quieting title to the properties in the name of the MSP Trust. An order directing Salt Lake City County Attorney to expunge the voided trust deed from the public record for an award of actual damages, costs, attorney fees, defending all actions. And they talk about the case law. For an award to treble damages, costs, and attorney fees under the RICO Act. An award of damages, costs, attorney fees under the Sherman Act. And then more damages under the TILA Act. Same thing, statutory actual damages, costs, attorney fees under the FDCPA. Punitive damages and state law claims. Preliminary for permanent injunction relief enjoining defendants from transferring, incumbing, and otherwise disposing of properties. For restitution, unjustly retained benefits. For an award of prejudgment, post-judgmental interest of maximum rate permitted by law. For any other and further relief that the court demeans and is proper. Demand jury trial. There's the exhibit list. That's all we get to see. Huh! That was a lot to read, you guys. Hold on a minute. We're going to look into Max. I already looked into Max. He's got a colorful past. Yes. All right, let's get this down. Ugh. That was too much reading, people. Way too much. I hate reading. I don't read good. So yeah, I don't know what to think. But if it is true, what's his name's going to go back to prison allegedly, and to barge into somebody's house like that, who do you think you are? If it's true. So I was looking up this dude. I'm like, who is this dude too that wants to sue? And I came across this. You guys are going to laugh. Hold on a minute. I want to make sure I go to the right one before I. This is a company that calls out fraudsters. And we're going to listen to what this company is. Okay? I'm not going to read all this. We're just going to go right to the video of this dude that owns it. Ready?
I'm David Marchant. I formed Offshore Alert in 1996 and launched it in 1997 with a chip on each of my shoulders. For whatever reason, I enjoy investigating financial crime and exposing very bad people. In the ensuing 2 or 3 decades, I've been physically threatened. I've been sued in several jurisdictions around the world. I've been on the receiving end of a corrupt regulator in Grenada, a corrupt FBI agent, an harassment warning by the Metropolitan Police in London on behalf of a former policeman who I was investigating, who I exposed, who I put out of business, who perpetrated a £100 million fraud, and who was struck off as a lawyer after we exposed him, because after the police, he became a lawyer. So I've been around the block a few times. And just to give you a sense of who I am and what Offshore Alert is all about, please go to our anti-testimonials page, where you can listen to some of the death threats that I've received and all sorts of bad comments about me from crooks and their enablers. And their enablers include lawyers, because quite frankly, anyone who helps crooks is going to get treated the same way as we treat crooks. They're going to get exposed. They're going to get ridiculed. And you know what? It gives me great pleasure to do so. And if there are any criminals out there watching this video, my name's David Marchant, and I am coming for you.
So there's that. Okay. Hold on. So yeah, he's got a huge website. Okay, there's a lot going on here. However, guess where I found Max? Guess where I found Max? The guy that's suing everybody. He's on this website. Trial for 37 million crypto fraud by Bermuda arbitrate Canada's whatever postponed to October 20th. And guess who's involved? Max Barber. He's involved in this lawsuit. Yep, and he talks about all this. Max Barber. Oh, shoot. Come on. So, yeah, here we go. Max Barber. He's involved in a lot of stuff, people. He sure is. 51,000. So, Max Barber, he's in a lot of fraud schemes, allegedly. That is on this website. And I do want to show this. Also, when you Google his name, I mean, you guys can look at all this if you want. All this here are all people he's sued. All this court stuff. This is him. This is him. All this court stuff that he's involved in. So him himself doesn't have a good record. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. That looks like a mugshot to me. So, there's that. There's a lot going on there, ain't there? Who knows what to believe, right? It's also, all of them have a checkered past when it comes to fraud. Okay? So, Lauren sent another cease and desist. Now, she's so silly. She sent it to a lawyer. Let me show you who this lawyer is. Okay? I just want to show you. I mean, I've just pulled up some things here. He's been on Vice. Okay, this is 8 years ago. He's on everything. He is an attorney for free speech. Okay. He's fighting for free speech at the Karen Reed trial featuring Mark. Okay. See, this guy's everywhere. He's even been on the Howie Show. Oh, she's so silly. He's been on Turtle Boys. Silly, silly Lauren. Where did I hear that? Okay, let's get to the what his response. I don't know where her cease and desist is, but let's just read his response. Hold on. Sorry. I'm surprised Turtle Boy hasn't got anything, and J for Justice. There we go. Let's make this bigger. Okay, here's from Mark, dated November 17th. Response to cease and desist letter on behalf of Lauren. Notice of non-compliance. So do you know something about her attorney? He's based in Utah. I'm just saying. This firm has the honor and privilege of representing blank. We are in receipt of your cease and desist letter on behalf of Lauren. This letter provides no specifics about what blank allegedly did. Is it your regular practice to send demand letters that don't contain a single factual allegation? That seems pretty ineffective. Is my client coming in your client's home? Is my client in your... Okay, so he must be a lawyer for somebody else. Okay, I got it wrong. Let me get it right. I was wrong here. Well, we'll see. Can you show me on a doll where my client oh my god, what? Can you show me on a doll where my client touched you? I mean, what even is this? What? What is going on here? You know what? You know what? If this is true, I want to find the cease and desist. I'm telling you, this woman is dangerous. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Think about it. Look at the crazy stuff she's doing. The stuff she's making up. It is kind of funny, but I think she's dangerous. Somebody like this is dangerous. Okay? Crazy. Okay. Is this a mass mailing you just sent to everybody? Did my client accidentally fill out an index card at the timeshare presentation? He wins a free demand letter. Your request that blank cease and desist from any continued harassment and dissemination of altered AI generated or private messages which attributed to Lauren, which you claim violates Florida wiretapping law. Oh, I see what this is. You also claim that unspecified conduct constitutes stalking and harassment. So this person, okay. So this person has Mark as their lawyer. And here she is. She lives in Nevada. This attorney, her attorney is in Utah, I think. I'll have to look. And this person here lives in Florida. I do not find any record of you being a member of the Florida Bar. Hey, there. See, look, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I kind of know what I'm talking about. And I talked about this before. Accordingly, it is probably an honest mistake that you have misrepresented Florida law, but I don't know. Florida law isn't that hard. What you really whiffed it on Florida statute. The statute prohibits the interception of communication or disclosure or use of unlawfully intercepted communications, knowing they were unforced or unlawfully intercepted. Again, I don't know what the facts are here since you didn't provide any, but here's some good news. You don't have to provide any facts in order for me to expoliate that the law just doesn't apply. Isn't that cool? What kind of lawyer talks like this? That's funny. I see nothing in your letter suggesting that blank or anyone else intercepted any communication by your client. Okay, she's trying to silence somebody from those text messages and maybe calls. I'm not 100%. By your client or by anyone else, nor any discussion or any fulfillment of the requested mess. Ria, never heard of that. I don't know what this is. It is kind of weird how you could think altered or AI generated messages that the purpose to be from your client could possibly have been intercepted, as your client necessarily would have been a participant in such communications. So, without even, hold on, people. I got to get part 2. Page 2, I mean. She said something about touching. You guys, what the hell is going on? For real. You guys, I'm telling you. Thank God I don't live in Nevada. I wonder who's next. Who's next, people? Oh my God, where'd it go? There it is. Knowing what facts your client is reported to you or you relied on by making this demand, I can tell that the statute just can't possibly apply. That leaves the claims of stalking and harassment. Again, there's no information for me to go on. Just an assertion that blank is harassing your client. I am left to guess as to the method of harassment. Okay, define harass as to engage in a course of conduct directed at a specific person which causes emotional distress to a person that serves no legitimate purpose without course of conduct, defined as a pattern of conduct compiled by a series of acts over a period of time, however short, which evidence continually on purpose. The federal stalking statute site is similar. So look, maybe your client has some legitimate beef. If she does, then you kind of need to tell us what it is. Until then, I guess you can I guess you can just keep sending letters that say, hey, cut out doing that thing that isn't really a thing until we say to do that thing. I mean, at least that would be funny. To conclude, we do not know what you're talking about. My client is not going to comply with your letter any way, shape, or form, and we hereby demand you to stop doing something. You have the right, what is through you are committing a RICO violation. Govern yourself accordingly. Oh my God. Well, isn't that interesting? I know. That's what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? That was good. Oh, I can take this down now. Sorry. Oh, God. You got to remember this lawyer. Let's see. Where does he practice? Practice areas. Look at what he does. First Amendment, employment, intellectual property, internet law, domain, civil law rights, adult entertainment, gaming, protection of expression, defam, revenge porn, corporate law. So where does he, what states? Las Vegas. Hold on. Oh God, what? Oh my God, look at this. Bar license. United States Supreme Court, Massachusetts, Nevada, California, Arizona, Florida, all Massachusetts federal courts, all Nevada, all California, all Arizona, all Florida federal courts, U.S. District Courts of Michigan, Texas, Ohio, Appeals Court, 1st, 5th, 6th, 7th, 9th, and 10th. So there's that. Funny. Oh my God. Look at this guy. You guys, if you get anything from Lauren, come to this guy. Come to this guy right here. What's the media? What's the news going on here? Oh my God. That's funny. I don't know. I thought it, when I first heard the cease and desist, I thought it was Jay, because she lives in Florida, but Jay said no, it's not her. I don't know who could be. Obviously, somebody that corresponded with Lauren. Uh-huh. Right? Right? That's crazy. Oh, my poor neck is killing me. I wish me and Nala could go for a walk right now, but we can't. What is the temp here? Oh, it's 40. It's going to be 51 today. I don't understand people. I mean, there could be a bunch of a-holes, but people, I know what happens on YouTube. People are disliking. This is where I get hate for my daughter. When I do anything with my daughter that died, you will not believe the hate I get or all the dislikes. And when I do Nala, who could hate a dog and a girl that died? There's some sick people out there. You're lucky I don't know who you are. Just saying. The Stearns. I know, right? Jennifer Maddie Soda. Right? I'm in so much pain. It's unbelievable, and I can't handle it no more. I'm ready just to pull out my hair again. It's 51. People are awful, and they're lucky I don't know who they are. You don't mess with somebody's dying loved one like that. Why would you hate on that? That's ugly. Oh, okay. Jay knows what she's doing, but I would go through one of HTC's videos live, but I can't because I'm afraid that she will strike me. But not only that, I cannot handle Dr. John. I'm sorry, I just can't. Have you tried? No, but maybe I should, huh? I know. Sometimes I've let the shit go, but sometimes it gets to me. And I don't understand. But I wish bad juju on them. Nah, just kidding. No, I don't. I don't wish bad on anybody. Because I believe that stuff comes right back. But is there any new cases you guys want to get into or anything like that? Or do some, different kind of things? Because this channel is going to be about anything now, pretty much. Oh, God. I did one time with all those needles. It didn't help. Oh, God, I'm telling you. If you guys see me, you can tell in my face how much pain I'm in. I'm not kidding. I look like hell, people. Oh, that's right. I went to his page. I cannot find the video he's talking about. He's very good at what he does. Okay. I like his accent. I don't know his last name though. He says his last name's all over on his channel. I can't find it. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's his last name? Oh, thank you. Let me screenshot this. Let me screenshot it. Yeah. Because you know what's funny? It'd be nice to get into these prison guys, okay? Because we're good at what we do. These prison guys and what they talk about. Because look at Flames. He called me a liar, and I proved him wrong. I found all his court shit, all his documents, all his arrest records. Only because he said, I didn't say he wasn't who he said he was, though. Yeah, I won't. I don't know his twin. Are you at work yet, Misty? Oh, God, that dream with Tabitha, I don't know what to think about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Actually, it made me sad. And I'm not excited for Thanksgiving at all. I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving. Anyways, I'm not a fan of turkey either. Gobble, gobble. Ah, you got there safe. Hold on, I got to take a drink of my coffee. Me neither. Oh. I'm so excited you're here, girl. I haven't seen you forever. Let's look at my beautiful daughter. Let's look at my beautiful daughter. There she is. We're going to keep her up on the screen. See how much hate I get. Stupid people. Did you see earlier? Oh my God, I see. I can't get it out of my head. The person calls himself true self trans. It is a trans person. Okay. Oh my God, that wears diapers, that sucks on a pacifier and drinks a bottle. For real. I'm so disturbed about it. You sent something to my phone? I know, ain't she precious? I don't want to cry, but it's my baby. Yeah. People, take your children if you got them. Take your fur babies, whatever it may be, and just love on them. Love them, love them, love them. Because you never know what can happen. I don't wish this upon my enemy, nobody to lose their baby. Yeah, it's horrible. Yes, she is. My precious. You sent something to my phone. Oh, I don't even got it on. I've seen them before and worse. They're demented. They need to do something else. Okay, you use big words. It's sick. It's sick. And to think about it, I have had videos taken down because somebody didn't like what I said. They didn't like my tone. They didn't like what I said. Their feelings got hurt. But you can put something like that on the internet. Let me show you. I can't help myself. I mean, is this real life? But this kind of shit's okay. Hold on, let me take my baby down. You people think this is okay? I want your opinion. I just can't help myself. Come on, guys. I hope my grandkids don't see shit like this on the internet. He sleeps in like a canopy bed, wears diapers, and when he wears cloth diapers, he wears, when you have a baby back in the day and they wear those little plastic pants with ruffles on the butt. Oh my God, I just can't, you guys. I can't. I don't think this is okay. I don't think it's okay. I don't care. I think it's sick. I think this whole thing is disturbing. This all is a mental illness. Let's get back to my baby. I just, oh my God, I can't. You guys. Okay, because I care about people, and this person said they were dying and all this stuff. I'm like, oh no, who is this person? This is sad. So I clicked on the video, and now shit keeps popping up. I know. Shouldn't be a YouTube TikTok. Oh my God. Make it go away. Oh my God. I can't. Oh my God. I got tears rolling down my face. Oh my God. Hey, they're all proud. They showed all their, as they call it, binkies. I'm watching these videos. I don't watch the whole thing, people. I'm like, you gotta be effing kidding me. Is this for real? And then oh God, I'm like, don't watch no more. You just can't. It's the kind of shit you can't look away. Right? Well, I can. I want to say something so bad. I want to get in those comments, but my comments will probably be reported, okay? And then I'll be accused of picking on what do they call it? Protected class. I'm not protected. And I should be. Your cat didn't like it either. Oh my God. Come on. You're in your 60s. You're sleeping in a little girl canopy bed. Okay? You got stuffed animals all around you. Come on, that ain't normal. That is not normal. And you're all proud of it. Come on. Well, I guess you said it's a fetish. It's sick. It's sick. And if anybody thinks that's okay, get the hell out of here. I'm just kidding. But if you do, don't tell me. Don't tell me because I'll say, what the hell's wrong with you? No, you know what? I would pick at your brain, say, get your ass on the panel, and let's talk about this. Why are you into that? I think it's weird. No, it's sick. Okay? I'm sorry. Yeah. Have to each their own, but I don't want to know. Are you okay, to each their own. But what you put it on the internet for? Huh? I don't have a fetish that I know of. People may think I do something strange. I don't know, but I don't do stuff like that and put it online. No. Yeah, that's a little much. That's a little much. I mean, I do share a lot of my life, but not everything. You know what I mean? Like really personal shit. It don't need to be there because it don't matter, right? Because it ain't what I do. I share enough. Oh my god, that person's so weird. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did read some of the comments. Okay, the first one they did, or second one about the, what is it called again? Adult diaper baby lover. People are like, I'm so proud of you for expressing blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, you weirdos. I don't do social media. You're on social media right now. What are you talking about? YouTube social media. Let's see what's going on. Oh my God, that person's weird. Let's see. Anything good? I think it's very disturbing that the Slenderman person. You know what? Let's go there. Hold on a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Let's take Precious down here. Yes. Yeah, you don't share much. I don't blame you. Okay. Now, remember what I told you? When she wanted to be addressed as somebody else and she became transgender, she went to female to male being locked up. This judge, when I was watching the hearing they had, her doctors, the prosecutor, all of them said she can't be released. She cannot be trusted. And this judge let her go. I knew, you know what? I should contact the judge. Let's listen.
Many of us, even outside of the true crime verse, will always remember the Slender Man stabbing case. 3 12-year-old girls walk into the woods, 2 walk out, while 1 young girl was left fending for her life.
This was a serious criminal case, attempted murder. There are 2 defendants in the case. Both were children at the time that it happened, 12 years old. The victim was a child.
Thankfully, the victim survived. Now we're 11 years after what could have been a deadly stabbing. Anissa Weier was released from the mental hospital nearly 4 years ago. Now Morgan Geyser, the young woman who was just 12 years old when she stabbed her classmate Peyton 19 times, wants out of the mental hospital too. I'm Elizabeth Milner for Law and Crime. This isn't a deja vu story. Morgan Geyser has been...
Okay, let's go right to the word, the judge.
Or of serious property damage. Now, when I make that finding, I take into account what happened. I take into account the dangerousness of what happened back in 2014. I take into account, though, what's happened since then, in particular in the last 6 months, I take into account the opinions of the doctors, but in particular, and it's been an important analysis for the court to make, that as the Randall decision talks about, that the ultimate determination of dangerousness requires a careful balancing of society's interest in protection from harmful conduct against the acquittee's interest in personal liberty and autonomy. In looking at the Randall case and of what happened in Randall and what the circumstances were of Randall, when I contrast Randall to Geyser, there's a tremendous difference.
Look at that, Judge. Do you think maybe he's got a little, never mind, I'll be nice. This is January 9th, 2025, by the way. I wonder how this judge is feeling now. I wonder how the victim feels, knowing that this individual is on the loose. I sure hope she has protection around her home and wherever she goes right now. And this judge should be disbarred or whatever it may be.
In the rationale for rejecting supervised release in that case, in Randall's case versus in this matter, when I weigh that dangerousness concept and I come back to what happened and what the progress has been, Ms. Geyser doesn't fall into the same category as Mr. Randall in his petition for release and the denial of that release. So on that standpoint, I'll grant the petition so ordered.
I'm sure for Morgan, hearing she'll finally get out of the mental health facility, probably exciting for her, terrifying for her victim.
Okay.
But the judge ordered a plan be put in place.
Did you see that? At a certain time, she was a girl.
And I come back to what happened and what the progress has been. Ms. Geyser doesn't fall into the same category as Mr. Randall in his petition for release and the denial of that release. So on that standpoint, I'll grant the petition so ordered.
I'm sure for Morgan, hearing she'll finally
see there's when she was a girl, and that was like a year prior, and then she decided to be a boy.
Get out of the mental health facility, probably exciting for her, terrifying for her victim, Peyton. But the judge ordered a plan be put in place to house her in a group home, and that plan was supposed to be ready this week. However, that plan came crashing down when the staff at the Winnebago Mental Institute, where she's been committed for years, got concerned. So the judge paused her release so he could get to the bottom of those concerns. The full scope isn't fully clear. There was a hearing last week, but the court sealed the petition.
Look at her. Look at this girl. She does not look stable. I don't care. Look at the look on her. Have you ever watched her in court? I have. Yes, they need to find her. This judge, he don't need to be on the bench.
From the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. But this is what we know. According to prosecutors, Morgan Geyser was in contact with an older man outside of the facility. And there were concerns about some of the books she was reading at the facility. No, it wasn't Harry Potter or The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. It was reading material with themes of sexual sadism, murder, selling human organs on the black market.
Okay. Why would the judge let her go? Do you hear the books that she was reading? Did you guys hear that? Let's back it up.
At the facility. No, it wasn't Harry Potter or The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. It was reading material with themes of sexual sadism, murder, selling human organs on the black market, according to prosecutors. It's a crazy new development given all the psychologists touting Morgan's progress that she's made. So obviously the defense is going to object. They claim that information isn't new and it should have been known, so there was no failure to disclose from Morgan's standpoint. Her attorney argues Morgan doesn't even have access to the internet, and the thousands of books she read while being at Winnebago were all provided by the facility in the first place. Her attorney says she wasn't reading anything that wasn't already permitted in the facility, so it wasn't a secret, and her release shouldn't be delayed. When it comes to the unnamed older man she was talking to, Morgan's attorney says she asked for no contact with that person. Again, The full extent of that relationship isn't fully clear. So what happens next? Well, right now, Morgan isn't going anywhere, but the same judge who's been overseeing the case from the beginning will take it up at a hearing set for later this week. But the stakes are high. If Morgan's release is pushed, the judge that's been overseeing her case is set to retire next month, meaning another judge will get the case, possibly delaying the release even longer. I'm joined now by former
Okay. That's all I wanted to show. So she's only been in that group home for 5 months. Oh my God, that girl's dangerous. Yeah, she needs to go to prison. Not the mental health thing. No, she had this all planned because she met with an adult. They didn't say male or female. Picked her up. I know. What is going on? Kind of disturbing. Oh, shoot. My phone's going off. Hold on. What's going on? Nothing exciting. All right. Oh my God, I'm just going to shut it off. I can't handle that. It's just notifications in my email. They didn't run off to get married. Oh God. Crazy. Yeah, I did. Thank you. See, I think New York, I don't know how easy or not. Like my state's easy. Florida's easy. What's another state? To get documents. Thank you very much. Because Patty Sturgis, she wanted to know too. All 5 people, can you please give my video a like? I'm shadow banned on here, man. They could have run here for a quickie wedding. Oh, in Nevada. You should see the picture that they showed. Let me grab it. What's her name? Morgan. I mean, come on now. Hold on. Don't they have a better picture of her? Let me bring it up. Oh, shoot. I'm telling you, we're just going to go like this. Hate it when these things don't work out for me. All right. See this picture here? This is the only picture they have to show us. Right here. Here, let me try to... Can't even see what she looks like. I mean, don't they got a better picture? That's all right. It happens. I hope you're okay. The drive-through wedding chapel. Do people really do that? I mean, I don't know. Oh gosh. Oh my God. You know, guys, you guys know what's going on with my family, right? And the more I think about it, the more I'm hurt. And the intentional things that were done, like before Tabitha died, she would talk to me about things. I'm not even going to get into it, but I could really hurt people's feelings right now, but I won't do it. But they tried their hardest to make Tabitha not want anything to do with me. They're evil. But for her sister, the things her sister's done, and I've thought about it. How could she do that to me? How could she do that to me? There's more things I'm not even going to talk about, but I mean, like to send Mitch a link to my video when I talked about how my ex-husband did not want Tabitha. How could she do that? How could she do that? It's like, God, you really trying to get these people to hate me? Little does she know. Little does she know. We all talk. I don't know. That's weird. All right. I think I'm going to get going for now. Figure out my day. Maybe clean my house. I don't know. All right, everybody. I love you all. And if anything pops up, I'll come back. All right? It's Vegas. All right. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you very much. All right, everybody. Give this video a like. You can do it. I know you can. I know you can.
Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a studio with a llama on her head. Uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber. Even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission. Caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bands a troll while dancing to chair. Then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber. did a seance on Tuesday night. Got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games.